essentials: drink, phone, tooth. So today I'm coming back to you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's the 443. It's been a rough couple of months, you know, quarantine, COVID, just everything going on. I thought that it was going to get a little bit better towards the end of the year, but things are just getting even more ghetto. So as you can see, I lost my tooth. My whole front tooth is gone. Finito, never coming back. This is Maria until further notice. A lot of my close friends already know that I lost my tooth. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen here and there little hints that I lost my tooth. So exactly 2 months ago to this date, so September the 13th, a Sunday, I lost my tooth. I was with some friends and, you know, having a good time. I slip and I fall and I chipped my front tooth. When this shit happened, I blacked out. Like, I completely blacked out. When I looked at myself in the phone and saw that my front tooth was, well, it wasn't gone. I chipped it really low. So I was giving very much Baltimore hillbilly, very much hillbilly vibes, okay? Just ghetto. Yeah, so I tripped. I literally just tripped because I'm clumsy. I tripped, I fall, I banged my head on the damn floor, and I chipped my front left tooth. And it's chipped really deep. Like, it's like all the way down there chipped. So I'm like, oh my God, y'all, I'm gonna be ugly forever. Like, you do not understand, okay? You know, you can get a black eye, you can, you know, have acne, you can have, you know, different things going on with your face, but your smile, and for me, somebody, I deem myself as having a really pretty smile, so to have my smile just taken away from me at the drop of a drink, child, yeah, it was very, very, very emotional for me. I was depressed. I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't get out the bed. Every time I walked past a mirror in the house, I just was like full depression mode, okay? So I chipped my tooth. I'm like, wow, like I can't go to work. I'm emotional. I'm distraught, bro. Like, anybody who's ever lost a front tooth, feel free to comment on this video and talk about your depression that I know you were in, because this shit is depressing. So, you know, I'm a daddy's girl, so my dad gets on the go. He's looking for a dentist for me to go to and get my tooth looked at. But since it's COVID, like the closest appointment he can get is like the next week. And I'm like, oh, no. I said, no, thank you, Dad. I need a dentist appointment this week. This week, not next week, not the week after that, not in 3 weeks. I need a dentist appointment this week. And the only thing I kept thinking about was my birthday is next month. So my dad, you know, being my dad, he goes stir crazy and he finds me a dentist who has availability that upcoming Thursday. So I'm still in a state of depression, still in the bed, crying, cuddled up like a and he sent me all these texts like, "Wood, I got you an appointment. We're gonna get it looked at." Blah, blah, blah. So this starts the journey dealing with this place called Amiro Dentistry on Fredrick Road. If you went to Western Tech, it's right by Western Tech. And I go and visit Amiro Dentistry on that Thursday, which was September the 17th. This was my original check-in. I get my tooth looked at. And it was really coincidental that the customer service was excellent the first time I went. Like, I was complimenting them, like, because I'm crying, I'm emotional. They just being real patient with me. I'm like, oh, you guys have great customer service. Jinx the shit out of that. I'm like, yeah, y'all have great customer service, all of this good stuff. So finally they start looking at my tooth. They start giving me different options of what I can do. Basically, if you have dental coverage through your insurance, it does not cover anything that has to do with getting teeth put back in your mouth, only taken out. So in my case, it wasn't insurance related anymore. It's now considered cosmetic surgery. So they print me out all my options, and let's just say the numbers had a lot of zeros on the back, and I'm just like, so how much do my dental coverage do my insurance cover? Oh, it covers like $180 just to get your tooth pulled and then you still have to pay for the tooth replacement. Okay, well, how much is the tooth replacement, Mr. Dennis, Miss Dennis, ma'am? Oh, so you have two options. The cheapest option is $1,000, and the next option is $3,300.
What?
Just give me my insurance card, babe. Just give it back. Cause at this point, I'm going into full freak out mode. Like, not only am I toothless, well, I'm not toothless yet. I got a chip. Not only am I walking around giving very much chippy, chip ahoy, chippy, but now you're telling me I gotta pay thousands of dollars to get a replacement tooth. Cool. So I'm about to pack my stuff up and go, and my dad's just like, whatever it is, however much it costs, do it. We're gonna do it. I say, oh well, shit, let's do it then. So they gave me two options. First option, flipper. A flipper is a porcelain fake tooth that is attached to a denture gum line that you can pop in and out of your mouth. It's the temporary option. It's not a permanent fix, but it is something that can close the gap and give you your full smile back. It does come out. This is what they're telling me. Comes out every night. You have to clean it out, and then you can put it back in the morning. So I'm like, I'm still gonna be toothless at home, but y'all used to it anyway. And then the second option, which was the $3,000 option they gave me, was a bridge. So a bridge is also a fake porcelain tooth, but it's a permanent tooth that attaches to the other two teeth on the side of the gap, and it stays in your mouth and never comes out. So I said, okay, well, since money is really not that big of an issue right now, let's talk time frame, because my nigga birthday coming up, and then after that, my birthday is coming up. So I said, give me the goddamn flipper. That only take 2 weeks. I'll have it before Josh's birthday, and I'll also have a tooth for my birthday. Everything works out perfectly, right? No. So yeah, they quick to take my money. A week goes by, 2 weeks goes by. Dennis ain't popping up on my phone. They ain't calling me, they're not telling me nothing. So I would make my first appearance back at Amiro Dentistry on Fredrick Road. And I'm like, hey, last name is Barkley, first name is where's my tooth? Trying to figure out where my tooth is. Don't know nothing. Trying to call the lab where I got my tooth sent. So they try to call the lab, and basically they can't get in touch with the lab the same way I can't get in touch with them. Like, it's just a lack of communication across the whole board. She's calling the lab. She on the phone. I'm in front of her. She like, I can't get through to the lab. Well, leave a message, please. Can you leave a message? Can you tell them that I'm inquiring about what stage in the process? You know how Amazon, when you order something from Amazon, your shit getting packed. Oh, it's done getting packed. Now it's getting boxed. It's sent. It's on the way. It's in Arizona. You get updates on where your package is when you order from Amazon. So why when I ordered a $1,000 tooth from y'all can't even tell me if the lab has received the order for my flipper? So they can't get in touch. I asked them to leave a message, and I proceed to cuss her out. And I did. And I never want to be that customer who's just over the top and doing too much, but I paid y'all $1,000. Shout out Dad. Paid y'all $1,000. Y'all can't even tell me when I may be getting my tooth. I'm like, bro, this shit has affected me emotionally. This shit has really just rocked my world for real, and y'all playing with my money. Like, I paid y'all that day, the first day. Y'all pulled my tooth out. Y'all took these fake ass impressions. If you don't know what an impression is if you never got a tooth pulled. An impression is basically, they take like, I don't know, like some toothpaste type situation. They put toothpaste in there and they stick it in your mouth, and it's supposed to mold out your whole gum line. It kind of looks like a skeleton at a museum when you was in middle school and you went to the Smithsonian. It kind of looks like that. But yeah, it's your whole mouth and how your mouth is. And I told you that I have a mean overbite. Oh girl, I do this all the time. I'm a dentist, blah blah blah. When I went to get my tooth, when I officially heard that it came in, because I had to hear that it came in. They didn't call my phone. Dentist ain't pop up one time on my phone. My dad had to tell me that my tooth was at the damn dentist. And when I found out 3 days after it already being there, me and Josh go there to get my tooth. And she tells me that I have to get my tooth put in on a day that my dentist works. And my dentist ain't work that day. I'm really gonna hold my tooth hostage. That's what y'all gonna do? I can't, no, just give me my tooth. Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand. Just give me my tooth and I'll pop the goddamn self. Oh no, you have to get your tooth put in by your dentist. So y'all can only imagine how pissed off I am and how upset I am about the situation. I was so upset about my dentist and this tooth situation. Josh was being a bigger person that day and decided to stay behind. And the dental office told him that I need to come back on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. So I was there on Tuesday at 12:59.
Why is this woman attacking the elderly gentleman? He's her daughter's dentist, and she's in a rage. But why?
A month and a half later, when I finally got to my tooth, it didn't even fit in my goddamn mouth. The other shorties was like RNs. They was RDs. The assistant to the dentist. That's who they was. The dentist assistant. They was DAs. The DAs was. So when I finally got it back, and little Indian shorty, she's the dentist. She got her degree up on the wall. When she go to put the shit in my mouth, it fall right back out. I had like a really small like inkling that shit wasn't getting done right. My doctor, my dentist, she put that shit in my mouth. I'm laid back on the thing, and she put it in there, and I'm looking at her, and she looking down at me. And as soon as she put it in, it fall out. As soon as she put it in, it fall out. So she's like, yeah, how does it feel? I say it feels loose. Like as soon as I put it in my mouth, it's gonna fall out my mouth. I'm be having a conversation with somebody at dinner, and I'm gonna have a whole plate worth of tooth. It's gonna fall right out my mouth. And she's trying to downplay the fact that it doesn't fit. And I'm just getting pissed off by the minute with her playing with me in my face, acting like this tooth is not clipping to my teeth, and it's not fitting in my gum line. So it's not right, and it's terrible, and I'm upset because I waited almost 2 months toothless for this tooth. She's like, I'm gonna make adjustments to it. So she keep going to the back, coming back. Going to the back, coming back. Going to the back, coming back with this tooth, and she's making adjustments to it, and she's trying to clip it up because it's supposed to clip to the back of your mouth, and it's still not fitting. Well, it looks good. Since you look at me right, do you think I give a about looking good right now? Is that the type of person I look like I am right now with this baseball cap on? About the dental office proceeds to tell me that I should take the tooth to the lab and get it fixed. That's like I buy Josh a PlayStation from Walmart, and the PlayStation don't work, and I bring the PlayStation back to Walmart, and Miss Walmart told me, oh, you should just probably take the Walmart back to the factory that shipped it to us and figure it out with them, because we already sold it to you. I was about 2.5 seconds off Miss Dentist's ass. I'm not leaving the dental office without my tooth being corrected. I've learned one thing throughout this whole process is that whether I'm toothless, bald head, whatever I am, I'm gonna live my life and I'm gonna have a good time. So you not giving me the service that I need, I'ma just find a way around you. Josh convinced me to take the tooth to the lab, and we took it to the lab, and it was not a lab. it wasn't a lab. It was a little nice office space with some croissants and some desserts. This little Roman Russian man, he do the plastic surgery for the dentures by himself. It wasn't nobody else in the lab. When you think of lab, you thinking like white walls, white chairs, computer. Like, that's what you think when you think lab. This was given very much Morgan State University bio lab. Like, we bought a space and we put a dental chair in there for y'all. Yes, this is a man by himself. He took the tooth, he made 2 screws in that bitch. Boop, boop. Popped it in my mouth. That shit fit perfectly. Then he also went on to tell me about how I could have got an implant, a permanent implant that has nothing to do with the other 2 teeth in my mouth. He also told me that the bridge takes less time than the flipper. So basically everything that they told me at Amiro Dentistry on Fredrick Road was a lie. It was a lie. Everything that they told me was a piece of shit. And I really wish that I would not have been as emotional as I was. And in such a rush. Because listen, if you don't take anything from this video, if you like, this is not the 443 that I'm looking for. This is the 443 right here. God, God don't make no mistakes. Whatever the plan is going to be. I was all worked up and I did all of that and I cussed people out and I acted a fool. For the main reason for me being in this situation and losing my tooth was to realize that no matter what's going on, Bree is going to have a good time. Bree is going to make memories with her friends and her family. Bree is going to take life by the balls, okay? I had the best birthday month. I had the best birthday that I have ever had. Ever. I'm sitting here stressing out about a tooth, about some physical appearance. Y'all not gonna say that shit to my face. Like, nothing changed. Nothing changed because I lost my tooth. If anything, I became more confident. I became a lot more resilient. I had to remember, like, what this personality is about and why people attract to me and why they watch What's the 443 on YouTube and they want to know what's going on, because I am me regardless. After these whole 2 months of being toothless, I don't even want to wear the goddamn shit. When I wear it, it sounds like I got a list. God is getting me for all the times I talked about people with lips. I paid $1,000 for aesthetic. People who are really my friends are going to accept me regardless of what's going on in my mouth. So that's the story of how I lost my tooth. Went on this ghetto ass customer service experience with Amiro Dentistry on Fredrick Road. And if you take nothing away from this video, just know that your personality is going to speak for itself before how you look could ever. People are going to gravitate towards you for what you bring to the table and the type of vibe that you bring. People really are not going to care if you're not picture perfect. You want to see what $1,000 looks like. Thank you for watching What's the 443 with your girl Maria.